Hey YouTubers, morning. It's Rob. Guys, want to talk about soy. In defense of soy, there's a there's a very common derogatory epithet that's being used against people who like to eat soy, specifically males. They're called soy boys. I'm pretty old to be called a boy, but I love tofu. I didn't like it at first. But let me tell you what's going on. People make fun of people who eat tofu and soy. And it reminds me about 10, 12 years ago, I was interested in the Toyota Prius. I'm a working class guy. If any of my friends knew I was interested in a Prius, they would make fun of me. Because the image of a person who was driving a Prius was very negative. Uh, you've seen them on South Park, uh, environmentalists, save the world, the planet, the ones that are sniffing their own farts, getting high on their own supply. The thing about the Toyota Prius was, though, is that I thought it'd be cool for camping because number one, living here in South Florida, it's always hot and muggy. But the Toyota Prius, you camp in it. When it gets warm, the engine comes on, turns on the air conditioner, so you stay nice and cool all night long, which was amazing. Number one, number two, it carries a lot of stuff. Number three, it's rated one of the most highest dependable cars every year after year, and uh, gets great gas mileage. And like I said, you can camp in it. Now, if you go on YouTube, there must be 100 channels of people camping in their Toyota Prius. But I thought at the time it was the perfect working class redneck vehicle. It was reliable, fairly inexpensive. The main problem with them is the batteries wear out, where there are people that taught themselves, which is dangerous, to replace the bad battery cells. So it was the perfect working class vehicle. I mean, it's just amazing. You could put a gun rack in the back of the hatchback. It was a perfect redneck vehicle. I mean, you could go 70 miles to the gallon, and you could sleep in it and carry everything you ever wanted. No, it's I thought it was a perfect redneck working class vehicle, to be honest with you. But everybody said, "Oh God, you must be some kind of freak." No, it's an amazing vehicle. It's an amazing vehicle. Well, this is an amazing food. People make fun of people who eat tofu. It's I'm making this video partly because we could, who knows, be having some difficult economic times in the near future. And I think you don't want to overlook some things that would be very helpful. Um, it This has like 40 grams of protein. It cost a few months ago it was like $1.79. Now it's up to $2. But this is extra firm. You get a panini grill or a George Foreman grill for $5 at the thrift store, and you slice them. While it's in the pack, then you put some marinade on it. It could be Italian dressing with other seasoning. But first, you want to squeeze out all the water. Let me start from the beginning. When you buy this, you put it in the freezer. Then you thaw it. And what that does is when it freezes and thaws, it opens up the not the cells, but the parts of the soy, the tofu, so it can absorb. It makes like a sponge. And then you squeeze all the liquid out, and then you add some marinade, and it sucks in the marinade. And then when you're ready to cook it, you squeeze out the marinade, and you put it on your panini grill that you oiled. And this is what it comes out looking like. That's not good English, is it? This is what it looks like when you're done. And it has a nice texture. Um, it doesn't look like tofu. It's very delicious. And I'm getting ready to make fajitas. So if someone calls you a soy boy because you like tofu, Ask them if they have any more tofu, because you can freeze it. It's square. It doesn't take up any space in your freezer. I mean, it does, but it's very efficient because of the size and shape. It's inexpensive. No sodium. Very little fat. Tons of protein. And it's a bean. Beans and cornbread. Beans and cornbread. Come on. This is the perfect working class redneck food. It's beans. So if someone calls you soy boy, hey, ask them if they have any more soy, because this is good stuff. Um, if you're used to just plain raw, uncooked, ungrilled tofu, yeah, it's like your dog won't eat it, and your dog eats anything. So, in defense of soy and tofu, people say, "Oh, they'll give you cancer." I found no evidence that that's true. Number two, it says it has uh, hormones in it make you grow tits. As I get older, I feel like no, just um, I've seen no evidence that that's true. Um, I mean, you probably have more hormones in the chicken you've been eating and the pork than you do in tofu. So, in fact, I've seen only health benefits. So I don't know why this has such a negative connotation for so many people, and it's not good for people who don't have a lot of money to be snubbing their nose at something that could be really good for them. And like I said, get you a panini grill. I love panini grills. I've been able to take canned mackerel and to make it into something that I wouldn't run home to have it, but it's very tasty. You can do so many things with a panini grill. If you're a vegetarian, you slice your cabbage, put some dressing on there, put it there and grill it. You have something nobody has talked about. It's excellent food. So, yeah, get your get yourself a Toyota Prius and some tofu and a gun rack, and just say to hell with it. Just use what works. Use what is going to help you, and not listen to what people are saying. Critical thinking. Um, what the hell am I talking about? Critical thinking. Um, Try it out. I think you'll like it. Get your panini grill, and you'd be surprised how tasty it can be. All right, guys. In defense of tofu, if you haven't unsubscribed by now, all right, guys. Take care. See you out there. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for sticking around.